When you first log into the QST application, you already have number of default settings, windows open. Just want to give you a quick explanation of each area. Here we have, of course, the main menu, the main toolbar. Here on the left side, we have the so-called shortcuts bar. From here you can open any of the screens that are available for your application. You can press this search button in order to search for a certain frame. Here on the bottom we have the connection toolbar. If it's green like this, it means you are connected both to the code server as well as the live trading server. If the live trading server button is red by any chance like this, you can always right click in this area and hit connect. This is important, so that you can place your orders as you desire. In the account field, you will see the name of your trading account. In case you have access to more than one trading account, you can press this button here and select your desired account from the list. That means that all orders from within the application, no matter where you placed it from, will be placed on this trading account. Let's start with one of the most commonly used screens, the quotes monitor. This is a table in which you can enter your different contracts. You should already have a list of different Bursa Malaysia quotes pre-entered and separated into different categories. Like you have the KLI contracts here, the palm oil contracts over here, and so on. This table is of course customizable, which means that you can always add new rows or delete them, or just reorder your columns and remove columns that you are not interested in. Now, let me show you how you can do all of this. If you go to Quotes Monitor, Properties, in this first tab you will be able to change the colors. Maybe you want a different color scheme. In the advanced, you can change certain options related to mainly the display in the different columns or the different highlight colors. But the one I want to show you right now is the columns tab. From here you can rearrange as well as add or remove new columns. To add a new column, you choose it from the available list, and using one of these buttons here, move it to the displayed list. Once something is in the displayed list, you can rearrange it using these two buttons. Let's move it over here. Okay. And if you want to remove a column, simply select it from the displayed list, press this button, and it's moved over here. And once it's done, just hit the apply button. Okay. You can also rearrange the order of your columns by simply selecting with left click and dragging it to your desired position. Okay, so you can see we have a great number of different columns, and you can add and remove any of them to your liking. Feel free to take a look and study all of these, but They are mainly pretty self-explanatory. We have the quoted instrument, which is the more detailed explanation of a contract, the last traded price, the bid and ask prices, the net change, which is basically the change of which monitors the change of the last traded price, the volume, the number of trades basically on the contract, the opening price, the highest price of the current session, the lowest price, and of course the previous settlement. In order to place an order, it's as simple as either left clicking for a buy order or right clicking for a sell order in one of these three columns, the last, bid, or ask columns, but you can also utilize the dedicated sell and buy buttons. Let's actually place an order and see what happens. Before you actually place the order, you have access to this preview screen from which you can change the lot of your order, so the number of contracts you want to buy, and of course adjust the price as well. Right now the standard option is the limit order, but you can also place a stop order or a market order if you don't care about the price and you simply want to quickly trade a contract at the last traded price. Okay. Here in the additional margin field, you will be able to get a warning about how much you will need to have in your account portfolio before you can place the order. That's it. And we got the notification that the order was placed and it was already filled as well, which means it has been executed. I will show you more details about the monitoring of orders and positions later. For now, I want to show you that you can enter your own contracts by simply clicking on the contract column, and if you know the symbol or name or description of the contract, you can type in, for example, KLI, and you will get a tooltip of the different months associated with the contract. You can click calendar strip, which will fill out all the currently available months. You can add or remove rows, as I've explained before, either from here in the upper menu or using the dedicated shortcut keys. To remove a line, press Alt-Delete, and you can always insert a new line using Alt plus Insert. If you want to enter a simple title line, which is just a simple text field, you can press Alt plus T or use titled line from here. Okay. The quotes monitor can also be organized in tabs. Let's say you don't want to have too many contracts on a single screen to avoid scrolling too much. You can see that we already have a secondary tab just for the spread contracts, and we can always add a new one by right-clicking and selecting New tab. And that is it for the quotes monitor.